Gentlemen, we're not supposed to be here.
This is a closed course.
Welcome to Closed Course, presented by Pins and Aces, where the mic is open and the drinks are cold. This is the spot where golf meets good company. Athletes, artists, reality stars, and the pros who live on the greens. From tee boxes to tour buses, from green rooms to greens, we're asking the questions you won't hear anywhere else. We talk sports, we talk life, we talk everything in between. No scorecards, no pressure, just good vibes and stories that'll make you laugh, think, and maybe even grab your clubs. So let's tee it up and let it fly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of your favorite golf podcast, Closed Course. I'm your host, Blake Horslin, here with my co-hosts, Nick, Liam, and Eric. Got the whole squad in today for a very special guest, good friend of ours. You might know him from hits like Kiss You in the Morning, Think a Little Less, and Whiskey and Rain. He's racked up multiple #1 songs, millions of streams, and fans all across the country. But today, we're going to find out just how much his game holds up on the golf course. Please welcome to Closed Course, Michael Ray. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. It's been a minute, man.
I know, man. Last time I was out there, I think it was whenever I went out to see you guys, and then we went and played Red Rocks.
Yep. And the Make-A-Wish thing. I think that was the last time I saw you, I think.
Yeah.
Was the Make-A-Wish. Yeah. We did the, where was that?
Number 38.
Yeah.
Number
Which was a
38,
really
yeah.
cool event. This was a really cool event. Yeah, we did like that.
I was there for that one. When was that? Was that like early summer?
Was that like August last year?
It was like August. Yeah. It was like
August,
closer to the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys get out and golf at all when he was?
Oh, yeah. We played Red Rocks. I took him and Jared Freed.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Have
What
y'all
do you think
had
of
Jared on
Jared?
yet?
Yeah, dude's funny.
No, he's going to be coming on in a couple weeks.
Bro, he is so funny.
He's a dude. He's a hoot. We've known him for a
He is
while.
so
Yeah.
king. He is so funny and like just naturally funny. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
some comedians, I think like they feel like if
course.
they're hanging out, they have to be the funny guy. You know,
Yeah.
he's just naturally hilarious.
What was he like on the course? Was you just?
Oh,
was
he's
he,
a vibe.
Was
He
he
just-
talking shit, or was he just like?
Oh, he's terrible.
Oh, is he okay?
I don't know if I could say this, but he's like the typical little Jew guy, but he's a big back Jew.
Yeah.
He does live, and his parents did move to Florida.
Yeah.
So
He
it
moved
all
to Florida.
checks
His
out.
parents are members at clubs. He just moved to Florida. He hits the ball
I didn't know
about.
he lived in
He
Florida,
hits
though.
the ball about like 170 with how big back he
Yeah.
is. And like,
Remember we tried to film that simulator video?
Yeah.
He hit like 10 drives before we could get one that was like good enough for the video. Yeah.
Don't do that.
We're like, we'll just edit it, man. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging. And he's like, you can't make me look too bad. I was like, I got you. Just keep going. Just keep going.
No, that's good.
Eric has never felt like a better golfer than leaving the course, bringing me and him.
I have, and I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to put this photo. I'm gonna show you this photo. Somehow we take a picture. It's me, Michael, Jared, and little Ron,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and me. And I look like I'm about 7'7" in this
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, I bet.
I forgot
bet.
Jared's pretty short. I forgot. Yeah,
The
yeah.
way we're all standing on the angle, bro,
I'm at
it
the
literally
top of the
looked
hill.
like we met our favorite NBA basketball player on the golf course.
The whole one?
Yeah,
I can't believe
yeah,
Eric took time to take a photo with us during the playoffs. Like,
That's funny.
it's so funny.
Do you have any?
That course was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
I
Red
was just
Rocks
gonna
is
ask that.
awesome.
Yeah. What'd you think of Red Rocks? Yeah.
It was awesome, man. You know, I was telling those guys, like, when I started, nobody in my family played golf. Everybody, was outdoors guys or baseball. All my buddies played baseball and stuff. There wasn't really big golf courses around where I'm from, and so not that many people played golf. But I started watching it, with Tiger Woods and Daly and, all of that whole area. And I loved watching it. So my dad got me some clubs when I was like in middle school. And I started taking lessons. We'd go to the driving range but none of my buddies golf. Like one of my other friends did. And then that was it. We did like one summer session. And then I tried to golf one time, got kicked off this course in Sorrento because nobody told me about the rules of the golf cart, you know what I mean? And like how close you can actually get to, tee boxes.
He's on
and
the green.
holes.
Yeah, he's pulling up on the
Highly
green.
frowned upon for anybody watching this as an amateur. Just
He's
don't
playing.
try it.
Yeah, he's
Donald
playing.
Trump
Yeah,
golf.
he's playing Trump.
Yeah, jokes on the course, so it's closed down, so I'm still here. But so who won? But anyway, none of my buddies played, so I kind of got out of it. And then through doing what we do, you get invited to be a part of these awesome tournaments that raise so much money for kids, cancer, veterans, all these different, multiple different charities. And so I was just kind of always been like, man, just kind of put me with the people that just going to want to have fun and not really win. And then I started like loving it, loved playing it. And so here the last year and a half, there's a golf course close to this house I have in Georgia that I go hit the driving range there. And then, so I've been trying to get better at it. So golfing with Eric and golfing with other guys that actually help, get me a little better. So I'm very new to a lot of the courses. So to me, Red Rocks is probably one of the nicest courses I've ever
It's
played.
a fun course for sure. Yeah.
Very scenic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very.
You know, especially if you're not from Colorado and you like get to go play Red Rocks. It's just, like kind of like awe-inspiring. It's crazy.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, it was the first time I'd ever kept score, and I got a 90. I shot 92.
Oh, that's pretty
That's
good.
not bad.
Very
yeah.
respectable. Day.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
Thank you guys. And then I told my friends down here, and they're like, "Well, bro, it's because it's Colorado, dude, and the way that the air is thin." Shut up, man!
The
Stop
ball
taking
goes
this away
further.
from me.
We hear that all the
ball
time.
went
Yeah,
further.
we hear that all the time out here. It's like,
Yeah.
how far do you drive? Oh, you're in Colorado, so it doesn't count.
Still,
yeah,
it's
all the time. That is a great photo.
Did you send it to us? Yeah, so good.
We'll put it on the.
That's so
The way
funny.
you're resting your arm on Ron
Yeah.
kills me.
It's so good.
That's funny. That's funny. What was I going to say? So, I can't remember what I was gonna
I was gonna ask you, how much do you get out and actually play now?
Yeah, because you started
now-
picking it up like last year when you were here, kind of like getting back into like appreciating and wanting to get out.
Yeah. I was like, man, I do all these tournaments and stuff. It's all what do you call them?
Scrambles.
Scrambles. It's all scramble tournaments, But
Yeah.
you get out there with some of these guys that know what they're doing, and you just kind of listen to them and talk to them. And then I started. It's like anything. Well, no, I don't think it's like anything. Golf's the only thing where you can have like literally one good hole and you feel like you are an absolute professional, and then the next four like you've never hit a ball in your life. So I started some of the tips that these guys were giving me. I started actually using and paying attention and looking up stuff. So I try to get out mainly to a driving range now down here. I haven't been able to golf too much this year, but last year I golfed the most I ever have. So
No,
try to
good.
get out a couple times a month.
Okay,
Pretty good, yeah.
that's pretty good.
Especially with your busy schedule. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not slowing anybody down now.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm still new, but I feel like I could at least keep up.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
People are always, because I'm a decent golfer and people are, I don't want to play with you. I'm not very good. I'm like, as long as you keep up the pace of play, it doesn't matter. You could shoot 150.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
care. Just
Yeah.
play in like 4 hours or less,
Yeah.
ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Totally.
That's really all that matters.
Well, I remember we this time last year we were out in Newport playing the what is it called?
The Hogue Classic.
Classic. Yeah,
For,
yeah.
dude,
athletes
that place
first.
was
Yeah.
insane.
That was
What
fun.
course
Yeah.
was it?
Newport Beach Country Club.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great. I mean, there was some legit golfers there. I mean, and
Yeah.
world class athletes, obiously. World class.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
the biggest in the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
just casually.
And
Yeah.
then me and Blake.
I look around and be like, why am I here, man?
was that like a pro am?
Yeah, it was like Josh Allen,
Yeah, I
Derrick
had-
Henry, Saquon Barkley, Michael Ray, Blake Horseman.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
I had Gaethje come out and play.
Yeah, Gaethje played.
Gaethje was
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
It was
Bro,
a
how
fun
about
event.
how about Gaethje on
Yeah.
the freaking White House
House.
card, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's the biggest name. I mean,
That's
I feel like
crazy.
he's kind of carrying that card, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
Definitely.
honestly, I'm a little disappointed with
I
the
think a
whole
lot of
card,
people-
honestly.
yeah,
but like
same.
Gaethje headline there's no
Yeah.
one else
Yeah.
you want on that card.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy. I got to meet him. I'm a huge MMA
Yeah.
fan and grew up watching, all of that my whole life. And my family did it in little ways and shapes and forms, but I've always been a huge fan of Gaethje. So Eric introduced us, man. He's just like one of the nicest guys that also you just know that in any moment can clear a room.
Oh yeah. He's so low key as well. Like you never expect him to be the guy you see on TV. He is so
Right.
low key. Like I remember me and Pete, one of the guys in the office, played with him a couple months ago, and he has like his hat on, super low key. Group behind us kept hitting into us, and after.
last
Like
person you wanna hit into.
after like the third time we were on the green, they whizzed one like right by our feet, and he turned around and like yelled something back. And they were like high school kids, and they didn't really do anything because they couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah.
And then after the round, they like pulled up their cart next to us, and you could see it like click in their head, like, "Oh fuck, like that's Justin Gaethje."
Sitting into
Yeah, out
Gaethje,
of
that's
everybody,
wild.
this could have happened.
Yeah,
to.
like maybe top 5 worst people on planet Earth to hit your ball into. And we were just playing some muni in Colorado. I'm like, they probably shit themselves.
There's
That-
there's a funny story. My dad was telling me he's up at TPC in Colorado, and they've got a bunch of like it's weird ex-hockey players, like pro hockey players that are up there, and some random group was playing, and they did that to these guys who played professional hockey for like 10 years in the NHL, and those guys are nasty too.
Yeah.
They want to fight. And it's like this big fat guy who thinks he's, some stud and can take anybody on. And they yelled back and were like, hey, don't do that. And they're a little drunk. And he comes up and he tries to deck the hockey. And then obviously he gets the absolute shit beat out of him. What do you expect?
Pulls the
to
shirt
happen?
over the head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that guy. That guy was a pro hockey player.
Well, that was like that video that went viral last year up in Canada.
Yeah.
The guy testing an actual goon that played in the NHL.
Yeah.
And then the guy like threw him around like a rag doll into the water. You see him come up like a Walking Dead zombie out of the
Yeah.
water.
The best part
And
of
this
that
guy's
video-
like, boom.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
giving
He
his
was
own.
calling out,
Yeah,
dude,
he's
it was
calling
Calling
like
out
out,
his
yeah.
God
comic book.
sound effects.
Yes.
Comic book
Batman
style.
just
Yeah,
like,
it was so
pow.
funny.
You see
Yeah.
like pow, pow,
Yeah.
boom.
I have to watch that. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it was
it's
the greatest
that's
video of the
great.
summer
Oh,
last
dude,
year.
you got to see that. I have a story. Kind of it wasn't as intimidating for the people that hit me with the golf ball because I wasn't a hockey player or Justin Gaethje. But one thing, this was like right when I didn't even have like my own set of clubs yet, right? And we were playing at Watershed in
Yep,
George,
they have-
Washington, right there. One of the most beautiful places you can play a show at the Gorge. Well, it was me, Kane Brown, and Jake Owen. Well, Jake Owen is an insane golfer.
Yeah, I heard he's a good
like
golfer, yeah.
unbelievable. Well, Kane, I guess, had just started playing. He'd gotten his first set of clubs, and he'd been starting playing more like taking it more serious. So he hits me up, hey man, let's all play a round of golf. And I'm like, dude, just heads up, man. I've literally only played scrambles, bro. Like I'm not. He's like, no, I'm new to. We're going with Jake. It's all fine. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, they set up. And long story short, we go to this golf club, and it literally looks like they redid a Shoney's, right? And it's not some like real nice golf course by any means, which was great for me. And the whole place just looked like a big cow pasture, right? In the middle. But we were like, hey, dude, we're having fun. We were shooting 9, and then Kane and Jake decided that they wanted to gamble per hole. And I was like, this is where I step out, boys. But I'll play, but I ain't jumping in on this. I'd rather just give y'all my money and save my pride. Anyway, Jake was helping me with my iron, and he's literally telling me what to do. Kane's in like my phone fell. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Kane's in the golf cart watching. Jake's kind of telling me, and with golf, as you guys know, it's like the one little turn of your thumb changes everything.
Yeah.
So it's just this minute little thing. And man, I'm feeling good. And I step up to hit. Jake walks off, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this purple missile flying. Oh, and I like jump up. I'll send y'all the picture to post. It hit me on the side of my ass, dude. This golf ball from the tee box, from the other tee box. And these guys come rolling through, dude, with their golf cart, and they're coming through apologizing. They look up, and Kane's laughing. Everybody, Jake turns around. He's like, "Did you just get hit by a golf ball?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's right here. This purple one." Kane is dying laughing, and I'm still just like, it didn't hurt because of where it hit, but the bruise is gnarly. But the guys come rolling through, and they're like, "Oh shit, man! We hit the guys we're going to go see tonight at the concert." They were coming
No way.
That's a cool story. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, they were coming to the show. I got smoked, dude. But this guy not a golfer, right off from the tee box, dude, just whacks it and just right into the side of my ass.
Have you guys ever been hit by a wall?
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah, I used to four caddy as a kid, on like blind holes. You'd make a little extra money, and you'd put a flag by their ball or whatever, and so you get smoked. I got hit in the back of the head once.
Oh,
but
shit.
These guys
Casual.
like were hacked, so it's like a little floater.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild. I've never been hit by a ball, but I've seen the bruises and shit that they come from it, man. Brutal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
dude, it
where you
looks
were
like-
standing, you probably kept the ball in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For him on our side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who is the better? I guess Jake Owen was a better golfer than. Is Kane a decent golfer?
Then, dude, Kane's gotten really good,
Yeah.
man.
I played
Yeah.
with Kane. I played with Kane last summer. He's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
He's
Kane's
like a
also one of
natural
those dudes
athlete.
I was just about to say that, bro. He's like one of those natural athletes that like just show him how to play a sport or what to do and the fundamentals of it, and
Yeah,
give
and
him a
then figure
week.
it out,
He'd be
Yeah.
he'll be able to compete.
The only
But,
way to
yeah,
get
but
better at golf too is to play. Like, you can hit the driving range as much as you want, but if you're not out there playing, it's like,
Yeah.
you just can't get better. It's crazy.
100%.
That's what I learned too, man. Because whenever I played with you, Eric, that last time, I played right before then at a scramble tournament, like the week before, played with you, and then was going to go to Dan Henderson. His sister is actually was a pro golfer, and they do a big hog roast, and the day before is a big scramble golf tournament for a charity around that area in Temecula or whatever. And so I did that. So I had played like pretty consistently, at least for me, the most. And then I didn't play for like 2 months. And then I went to the scramble and it was trash, dude. It was so, and I was talking smack a little because I'm like, yeah, dude, finally. And I was not, dude. It looked like I've never played before in my life.
Well, you were just talking about playing with Kane Brown and Jake Owen. So we have a segment, we call it Dream Foursome. If you could play with 3 other people, dead or alive, who would it be?
Ooh. Man, I would have to say my boy John Daly.
Mm-hmm. He's popular.
He's the
number one.
Yeah, everyone wants to golf with him.
Yeah,
he's the dude. He's the best. He's one of the best people that you'll ever meet. Like he's got a heart of gold, man, and he's always a good time. And he owns a liquor company now. You know what I mean? So we don't have to wait.
Good boy.
But he's just one of the best, man. And if you can get John Daly on your team, I feel like you win.
Yeah, exactly.
Shoot, let me say, man, my grandpa wasn't a golfer, but I'd put him on just because I'd like to have a day of just talking and catching up with him.
That's cool. Yeah.
And shoot. Man, this always like surprises people. One of my favorite eras of time was like the Rat Pack days.
Love the Rat Pack.
And have like Frank Sinatra out there. And just
he played a lot of golf.
Did he? I was actually gonna ask that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a first one. That's a good one.
That's a great
really good one.
Yeah. Frank Sinatra.
I'm trying to think of guys that
Blue
you
eyes.
get out there on the course and you're just out there. You got no other choice but to hang out and talk.
Yeah.
And
that's a good one.
Well, that'd be 3. That'd be your foursome.
Yeah, that's your
right
foursome. Yeah.
You got Daly and Grandpa.
I like that.
That's a good
one.
Frank Sinatra's a good one. We haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Everyone always speaks so highly of John Daly,
Yeah.
too.
Dude, everybody. I haven't met him.
he
Have
is.
you met him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't met him.
oh man, and if y'all come to whenever y'all get to Nashville again, man, we'll have to set it up.
Yeah, he
'Cause,
gets
yeah,
out on Broadway every once in a while, doesn't he?
Well,
I've
isn't
seen the
he's
videos.
always set up at Old Hickory too, isn't he?
Old Hickory, yeah.
Yeah.
So he has a tour bus that he pretty much stays in, and he's
That's
got
the life.
parked out there at Old Hickory, dude. And, man, I can't tell you how many nights we've sat out there till freaking 5, 6 in the morning at the clubhouse out there just playing music. Man, he's such a huge country music fan, and I sang on a record that he did. He's put out a record that a bunch of us did duets with him on all the
that's
songs.
cool.
So
He's got that good
I don't-
song. I hit it far.
Yeah, I hit it far.
Right?
He has that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
song. Yeah.
and and then once in a while you can catch him on Broadway singing "Knocking on Heaven's Door."
Yeah.
That's his go-to jam. But man, one of the funniest things, dude, is he's such a nice, genuine, good-hearted human that like when you hang out with him, you forget what he's done. You know what I mean? Like he has a way of just like he's one of the boys, and he wants to know funny stories and hear all this, talk all the crap and then you're sitting there with him, and then these guys that are coming off the golf course have no idea that Daly is sitting here at Old Hickory,
Yeah.
and they walk through, you just see him, and they're just like, oh my God, and then you see these guys become fans, and
Right.
then they come up to Daly, and Daly, he'll talk to him for 20, 30 minutes. He's just, he's one of the best.
That's cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Jealous.
When did you meet him, Eric? Just down there?
No, I met him way back in the day, like when the Sprint International was here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Long time.
shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
But he was a great guy then too. Like,
Really?
yeah, super kind, nice. Would sign autographs for everybody, take pictures with everyone.
Oh, that's cool.
And that was like the heyday of Daly.
Yeah,
Daly
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was Daly's still in his heyday.
That is true.
So
His
as far
son's
as
crushing it, too.
you touring and being out there in front of thousands of people, what do you find harder? That scramble we played with, Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry, or lining up for a big festival, getting ready for a big festival. Like, what do you see the differences and what do you think's harder?
Oh, dude. So the most nervous thing I've ever done in my life was for the Diamond Resorts golf tournament.
That's a big one.
That's another one in
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they tell me, they're like, you'll be fine. And I'm like, man, I've never, again, dude, this is like a few years ago. This is like 3 years ago. And they taught me into it. Then they give me all the rules once I get there. And then they tell me that it's on television. And then they tell me that it's like partnered with the LPGA. And I'm like, this, and you can't, there's no golf carts. You got to wear pants. I mean, all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, the second you started with like strict rules, I don't know what to do here. Well, then Lee Bryce, our good buddy Lee, who really loves to find if there's a weakness with one of us and really just dig into that weakness, and he was like, this is your first time? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, man, my first time I sliced. He goes, there's all these people watching you and it's all quiet. And I'm like, no, it's not. I get up there, bro. I've never, dude, my hand was shaking. I was like, there's the guy's got the quiet sign up, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, why am I here? And the guy that they partnered with me was one of the guys that, long drive guys, like holds world records and stuff. I think I told you about him, Eric, when we were out there. When we were playing at Red Rocks. But anyway, so he goes first. Worst mistake. I can't even see where his ball lands. Dude, all these people are sitting there. Mine goes right to the right. It physically didn't make any sense of how the ball went with me hitting it this way to here. And then you could just tell that everybody's like, oh, it's okay, it's just nerves. And then by day 2 of this tournament, everybody was just happy when I finally made one. They were just I ended up being like the little brother for everybody that they were just rooting. So I'm gonna have to say, dude, and even when you're just hanging out with the boys, man, like I still get nervous, dude, every time you go up to the tee box, and I'd rather play in front of 100,000 people, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Got nerves. Everybody's watching, and I think it might be even worse with your boys because they're going to rat you.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything you do.
Didn't you have one of those, Blake?
Yeah, I had the exact same thing at in Newport last week. Yeah, I'd same thing, dude. I was shaking so bad, I knocked the ball off the tee, and then we won, and then you got to fucking put it back on, man. There's something about golf and a golf in front of people. I don't know, it's crazy, man. It's a different beast.
Did they have a gallery?
It wasn't as much as that, but I was the first one to tee off for the whole weekend. And 40 yards, dude. Just brutal. That still keeps me up at night, man. It's brutal.
Same.
Yeah, there's something about it.
My goal now in golf is just to go back and get on the board at the Diamond Resorts.
Oh, that'd be a W for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I just anywhere on it. I don't even care where I'm at, dude. By the time I think I got a birdie or whatever, it was like beginning of day 3 or something, and everybody, dude, the news traveled around that course so fast that like even the old ladies working the course was like, we heard you finally got it. I was getting applauded when we were walking past it. They're like, Michael,
that's amazing.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, bro, I'm 34, bro. This
Wait, how many days is that tournament? Is that a 4-day?
4-day tournament.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
By day 3, I'd be sore. I don't play enough golf to get out.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah,
dude. So this is put that on it that it's a 3-day tournament. But by day 3, me and Larry the Cable Guy were so low on the list. I'm pretty sure I was dead last, and he wasn't far ahead of me. I think they just put us together. And so we had like a bunch of people following us. We were playing Joe Diffie. We brought a speaker. We're smoking cigars.
That's great.
And that ended up being I played better that day than I did the other. I think because I knew nobody was watching on television, because I was getting text messages by friends of mine going, bro, we seeing you on TV. And I'm like, God dang it, man. This is not a good look, bro. This is not good.
That's amazing.
That's funny. Well, maybe that's something you'd want to do over. So that's a good transition to this next segment. We call it Mulligan Moment. So if you could redo something in your personal life, music career, maybe golf course, if you could do it again, what would it be?
Man, I feel like in music, I'm getting that right now, with just the new music coming out, everything. You kind of get this. I took a year to kind of really get my mind right, did a lot of deep spiritual diving stuff and just really kind of figuring out what it is in life and things that I'm carrying and traumas and different things that, we hold on to, that I look back now on a lot of that front part of my career. And I'm like, I would have never done that, like right now. But also I think that, God you go through things and you go through them to get to a point of your life where it changes you. You know, you got to go through some of that. You kind of got to feel that that heaviness of a bad decision or something stupid or whatever it is, you know, and or look back, go, God, man, why didn't I do it that way? So now I feel like I'm kind of living that right now with looking back on that front part of my career, and now with all this new stuff coming up, and I'm doing a lot of, you know, TV stuff coming up, and we got new music coming out. So just different things. I feel like God's really giving me these opportunities because I've learned my lesson. And so much, you know, I didn't grow up with any family that was like running businesses. You know, all my family are hard blue collar hard workers. You know, you want the job done, you called in. And so there's just a lot of insecurities of my own, I think, and different things during that time period of my career and life that I just felt real lost. And when you're a kid that, you know, you're 26, 27 years old, facing Warner Brothers or any record label, you know, at that matter, you know, and their music had changed, you're just kind of like, okay, yeah, what do we do? And so there's some of that part I would have changed. I would have gone back. But then I also feel really good and really confident in where things are headed. And I wouldn't be where I'm at mentally, and wouldn't have gone through, put myself through all the things to really just clear my mind and really take off some of past weight, you know, childhood, adult life, different things, you know, that we carry that we don't talk about as guys that we need to more. And so I would probably say a lot of that first part of the career, but I'm actually kind of grateful for some of it now.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, no, totally. Well, you had a lot of
definitely
success.
That golf show.
Yeah. You had a lot of success pretty early on. I mean, kind of, you were still young. And so it's like, I can't imagine having that kind of success young. I would have made some real dumb mistakes. I would have done some real dumb shit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean.
Well, you know, the one thing that I've said this before is I wish that like this isn't every artist, you know, most artists it's kind of the same thing where you kind of, back then it was like they found the talent and then the label really helped develop that artist and the sound and all that. You know, nowadays with social media and now, you know, you can just put a song out anytime. Now fans really have the control now of music. I feel like more than ever, but it's allowing artists to kind of just connect straight to the fan base before all of the record business side of stuff, you know. And so they come in kind of with a real strong fan base right out of the gate, because of being able to have social media like we do. But I wish that then, and I wish now that they would have some sort of business course for artists when you get a record deal, you know, because
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
There's a lot of this stuff. One, when you're, you know, I mean, if you're like somebody like a Luke Combs who had a record already ready, you know, and so when he came out, dude, he was right on radio tour, right on. When I signed my deal, I wasn't out for like a year and a half. I was playing shows, but Kiss You in the Morning hadn't came out yet, you know. And so once that record starts, and I remember it might have been Lee Bryce telling me, man, if you get lucky and it works out your first one, just know you ain't coming home for a year, you know. And because that first single works, man, luckily you're on tours. You know, we were touring with Brantley, we toured with Sam, we toured with Darius that year. You know, we had everything was popping off. So you're out on the road, bro, living the dream, dude. Like,
yeah.
I'm a kid from Eustis, Florida, grew up in a trailer, bro. Like, I don't know how this actually happened. Like the whole time I'm like, dude, I feel like I got one over on somebody, you know, like I still
like imposter syndrome almost. Like
100%.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
They're like, you don't have to wear your backstage pass. I'm like, no, I think I do. I think I do. I think somebody's gonna be like, how'd you get this? But through all that, man, you really don't understand a lot of the business side of it, you know, how the label spends your money, you know, which is, and all the different things. So, and also how to invest that money in different things. You know, I just feel like that could be something that could, if there was something out there for new artists, hell, even artists just period, you know, I think you get caught up in making the record and touring and doing all that stuff. And you have a business manager and you have a manager and you have all these people. But, you know, what I've learned is you still have to be the helicopter over all of that.
Right.
You know,
which isn't easy.
And counting every penny and every dime while you're touring, while you're doing all that stuff. So I wish that part was something that they kind of would do more of.
No, totally. So you kind of talked on the content creation, like TikTok, like people are going viral on TikTok and then becoming major stars. Do you think that's given more power to the artists because they can kind of build that like following and that passionate fan base before they go to a record? Or how do you feel when it comes to like content creation and what that's doing for music?
Yeah, man, it's so different than it was. Like COVID happened, and then everything changed. You know, in the entertainment world as a whole, I feel during that time, you know, we were all TikTok was a new thing, and everybody was watching it, and everybody's getting, you know, everybody was sitting at home, you know, so we were all doing couch concerts. You know,
Yeah,
we were all
I remember
doing,
we did
I mean,
Stagecoach
you
over
did a
Zoom.
Stagecoach for us.
yeah. So it's like, you know, we were it kind of trained all of us there for a little bit to, okay, this is, if I want something new, this is what I go to, you know, or if I'm going to watch a show, this is what I'm going to. And you know, for me and my generation of it, it was you go and play these bars wherever that you can play for whatever they amount of money they have, and sleep in the van and do whatever. You know, social media, you still got to do that, you know, playing in front of your phone and getting fans, you know, via social media is never going to give you the experience of playing on stage. You know, it's like y'all were saying, like you can go to a driving range all day long and hit golf balls, right? But you kind of got to step out there and play some games,
Yeah.
you know, play a few
Totally.
courses to really understand your game and who you are as an artist. And so, but I just feel like it's kind of like they're bars in a way, you know, and I do feel like it's given more power to the artists. I think we're hearing music and from artists that we probably would have never even heard from, you know, if it was, you know, years ago. It has opened the floodgate, you know, to where now
There's some bad artists out there now.
now everybody has it, you know, which is, you know, it's the whole thing is it's taken me a few years, man, honestly, to wrap my head around it. Cause, you know, when we came out, it was like you record the record, nobody hears the record. Here's the single, one song to radio, you know, and then when the highway started and you know, it was like FGL blew up from it, Luke Combs blew up from it, you know, the highway, so the Highway Fine blew up. Well, then now there's 2 songs out, and it started kind of changing then. And then, dude, my second CD was the last CD that I've ever made physically.
Wow,
because
that's
they weren't.
interesting.
The stores weren't really buying them. You know, everybody was. It was like iTunes, Spotify was starting. And now it's like, hey, dude, if you write a song right now and you want to release it in an hour, you can.
Just do it.
You know,
Yeah, that's
like,
wild.
Yeah.
So like, there's some of that like little old school stuff that I think it was just kind of trained in our brains, you know, okay, yeah. And with technology now, man, I mean, you got, you know, guys like Michael Wilshire, who I write a lot with, who's a great producer, works with Tim Montana, and he's doing all the new Billy Gibbons stuff with ZZ Top, and he did a lot of the Red Farron stuff, and I mean, he's such a great producer, and there's tons of these guys. Brock Berry Hill. I mean, I could go on and on with a bunch of different track producer guys who are also great writers. But dude, you write a song, and by the time you do the demo of it, you get it sent back that day or the next day, it sounds like the freaking radio.
Yeah, the technology these days. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
so
nuts
true.
now.
So true. Yeah.
So I think, you know, I think in ways itself, you know, I think with any change, it's hard because you're looking at some part of a way of an era that has to end for the change to succeed. And with the change, we're in the beginning stages of it still, you know, so there's stuff that you're ironing out. But yeah, I think it's cool. You know, I get reminded of it when I post something, all of a sudden, like one video will have like 300,000 views in a few hours. I'm like, oh shit, that's okay. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly,
Right.
This reaches it because I used to feel so dumb, dude, just talking on my phone. Hey guys, it's Michael. You know?
You didn't really get used to it, dude. I swear. I'm still doing it all the time.
That's what I.
Oh,
Do you?
oh, he hung up.
going to
Oh,
Disney.
there he
It's
is.
me.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, that's how I end everything. I just
just peace.
just peace.
All right, cool. We got one last segment for you.
man.
Caddy advice. So any advice you could give, whether it be on the course, you know, in life, in career, in music, whatever it is, what would be your caddy advice for our listeners?
Man, I think one of the things once golf started really kind of sinking into my mind, and I really started understanding it more. Golf and life has a lot. It's very intertwined. You know, when you think about like we could all go out and play a round of golf, but you're really only competing with yourself. You know, and in life, it's really the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, like we're out, we can have a team sport, we can be running a business, we can do whatever, but we're only in competition with ourselves. And the one bad thing about social media is it makes everybody feel like we're in competition with everybody else's fake reels and our highlight reel, to real life, and I've fallen to it. Everybody's fallen to it, where you're like, man, I'm not doing enough. I'm not this. And in all reality, man, you're just in competition with that reflection in the mirror, and then who you surround yourself with. And for me, it's having a strong relationship with God as well throughout that whole process of life. And just like golf, dude, you step up to a couple tees in life and you freaking knock it 300 yards and you just put it in short. And then the next one, you hit it in the woods and
can't find it.
It's all crap. But
Yeah.
you just got to get to the next hole and tee up again and leave the other one in the past. So I think my caddy advice would be, you're just in competition with yourself, make yourself the best you can be, surround yourself with great people that inspire you. I think that's a real important thing that I've learned more and more as I got older.
No, 100%, man. That's good.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
Well, any plans to come to Colorado this summer? Or you're not sure yet?
We don't have set dates yet, but I'm sure I will probably, hopefully this fall,
Cool.
Late summer. So I don't know show wise. Some stuff is we've been having quite a few shows start coming in. So my agent, my manager, and I've been getting a lot of stuff lined up. So hopefully we can get out there. If not, I can just come out and see you guys, man.
Yeah, just come hang out. Yeah. Hit the course.
Before you get out of here, how's the lady doing?
Yeah.
How's Audrina?
She's doing good, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's doing good. She's I was just out there in California with her, so that's when you hit me up about y'all being out there in LA, but I had to get back to start making this record, man. My manager's like, hey, dude, we've been talking about it for about 2 months now. And I'm like, it ain't my fault, dude. Since COVID, they've changed the time.
That full circle
Time
back
warp.
to the beginning. That was good.
This podcast was actually 20 minutes. It's not 25, but it was 20. Time warp.
That's perfect, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. We'll see you this summer at some point. We'll see you this year for sure. Get out and play. So
Good to see you,
man.
brother.
Well, we'll see y'all soon. Appreciate
All
it.
right, man.
Appreciate it, Michael.
Good to
Mike.
see ya.
See you
See
guys.
ya.
Yep.